Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Cora, and today we are going to be giving this wall a much needed makeover. I'm going to be taking out everything, removing everything here, and we're going to be putting in some shelves and benches and some sort of little storage hooks for backpacks and purses, whatnot, a catch-all for all of this stuff, but a nice way to make it organized, look good, and kind of go with the farmhouse-ish theme that we have going on here because we truly do live on a farm. And while, yeah, there will probably be a little bit of white here, I want to do some stained wood bench seats, and I want to put in some pop of color. I'm not sure how or where. We'll do a little vote later on down the line. But first things first, let me go ahead and get this all cleaned up, cleared away, the walls cleared, and we'll just get started. So for the benches, I just took some scrap wood that I found and I put it together till I got a width that I thought was kind of appropriate to sit your little booty on. So anyways, I just put the skinnier one in the middle. I'm staining them all. I have them attached by like just one board just so I can kind of keep them in order so I could see where I wanted the grains and everything to go to make sure it kind of looked sort of good, but I left it slack and loose so that I could get in between each board so that when I put them down you didn't see like a gap of unstained wood in between, if that makes any sense. So anyways, once it was all nice and stained and dried, I put on some of this polyacrylic. I like to use the polyacrylic because it will both help it from be protected and help it from being yellowing, but I also didn't want it to have any splinters come up eventually. I should have sanded it down a little more, probably using an electric sander, but this worked perfectly fine. I did a couple of coats of the polyacrylic and it smoothed it out nice, gave it a nice glossy coat, and it looks beautiful. I went ahead and I secured those boards that were underneath it with some screws, and then my husband is putting some boards along the studs on the wall so that it can kind of sit on there nice and secure. And then I am going to be doing a couple more decorative details along the side of where these legs and everything are going to go. So there's a lot more that needs to go into it, but you kind of get the idea. Will you double up on this side just for security since it's only getting two? So once we had everything nice and secure, we checked that it was level. We did a weight test where we sat on it, did a little bit of bouncing to make sure it was good and wasn't going to detach from the wall, and then it was time to put up the decorative wall parts. I have a couple of boards that were, I think is like board batten or bead trim, whatever it's called. I'll put the word here. I put that up on the wall, and then I have a shelf that I'm going to be putting in, which was something I already had, so I'm trying to reutilize that. And then I'll put up some different trim pieces, caulk and fill all the different spaces, and then you'll just start seeing it kind of come together. So here I'm just tracing the outline of these little boards here because I'm going to take them off and use some adhesive or wood glue to put them back onto the wall, so that way I don't have any like nails or screws or anything that I need to fill. Later on I'll go and fill in the little screw holes that I do have later with some filler, so that way I can sand it all and give it a nice good paint job. But for now I'm just going to glue these on here, and I have them strategically placed over like one spot, so like there's two joining over one, so that way it helps keep it from falling or bowing and things like that. So I just try to pay attention to that. I should have went ahead and painted all of the background of all of this white now before I put the shelves up, because after I do the next part here I have to go back and do some painting in between some shelves after I put this up, and it was not so easy. I wish I had painted it first. Anywho, just a little tip there. I also secured this shelf to the wall using a couple of brackets in a couple of different spots just so it didn't get like pulled down or the catch of the kids pulling on it. Hi girls, I need your opinion. Do we want to do white walls or blue? What do you think? White or blue, Lagatha? So here's the original drawing, and I did make some changes. I didn't put the mirror in the middle, and instead I did some shelves, and I'm going to be probably putting the hooks in a little bit different spot, and I'm not going to be doing a shelving over the very, very, very top because I didn't want anyone's head to get bumped, and I didn't want it to cast shadows. So there are some changes here. I still need to get a rug to put down here, but the shoes will be stored underneath, and there's still a little bit of work to be done. But so far, this is where we're at. Now I need to do some painting in between these shelves, which is why I wish I had done it sooner. What a pain this is about to be. So I had put it to a vote to see if we wanted to paint all of this a dark navy blue or keep it white, and well, white won. But a few of you were with me on wanting a pop of that navy blue, so I decided to go with the door. I'm going to paint the door blue so that way when you open it up, it has this nice, beautiful, gorgeous pop of this glossy navy blue. And then we're going to be painting the house eventually also. So with the contrast of that bright blue door with some maybe homegrown sunflowers hand-picked and cut and put out in front of the door, it's going to look beautiful. I can just picture it now and I cannot wait.